What's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here with a look at the Kindle Scribe. Now, this is a purchase that I made for Amazon Prime Day. I believe this normally goes for like $420 or above, or at least the package that I chose. And I was able to, sort of get this on sale where I believe it was only, if I go back, I believe it knocked off a significant amount here. Yeah, I will pull that up really quickly. Yeah, so actually it was like with the fabric folio cover, which comes with the Kindle Scribe, the basic or premium pen, the folio cover, and also a power adapter, which the cover and the power adapter have not yet arrived. But nevertheless, I wanted to sort of get the video of the general idea here. So I actually chose the premium pen and the 64 gigabyte, which they do 16 gigabyte, they do 32, and they do 64. And then you can go from there. And of course, the basic pen, premium pen, stuff like that changes the price. But the premium pen has an eraser, it has a little button on it, so I mean, I figured the extra features were worth going for. So if you don't really know what is different about the Kindle Scribe from, say, the Paperwhite or other versions of the Kindle out there, most Kindles are specific for reading. And this one sort of does both. It's a 10.2-inch 300 ppi display. It's adjustable warm light, which means you can sort of keep it either with this whitish tone or kind of more of a yellowish paper look. You can get millions of books from the Kindle store. You can do handwritten notes. You can write in the margins of your books or whatever, underline things, whatever you got to do. You can mark up PDF files as they're showing right here. It says weeks of battery life, and of course, the best thing, USB-C charging. So yeah, it comes with Wi-Fi enabled Kindle Scribe, premium pen, USB-C charging cable, replacement tips for the pen, which is great because sometimes those do wear down after a while, or they get chipped. You might drop them or something. And it has a built-in rechargeable battery, which means you won't be stuck having to replace the battery like I've had to do with the Microsoft Surface Pen, and finding those batteries was absolute hell on earth. So yeah, I was kind of looking for a way that I could sort of write and jot down ideas and take notes. And usually when I'm reading books, I like to have like a journal or something to be able to sort of write down quotes, almost like I'm in school and sort of learn something. So when I'm reading a lot of books where I'm trying to learn a new skill or I'm trying to do like some sort of self-help type thing, then, I want to be able to have that stuff and that knowledge standby. Okay, so very nice feel here, and we can just pull that out. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay. It says, Robert Louis Stevenson, I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read and one to write in. That's pretty elegant. That is pretty elegant. Okay, I think the rest of this is, yeah, that's just a smooth little thing that just slid out of. Okay, so should be nothing left in there, but the packaging, simple, elegant, easy to use. Okay. So I think we've got our charging cable, and it looks like our pen is wrapped up in there. We've got our tips right there. And if I lift this up, oh, it says, hello, Kindle Scribe. Feels very thin, beautiful, beautiful design. Let's check out the manual before we get started, just kind of a basic thing here. It looks like there's a power button on the left side. The USB-C port is there. We got the eraser and the shortcut button on the pen. They want you to power it. They want you to set it up. And of course, link it to your Amazon account. Easily get started here. Remove the old tip using the included replacement tool. Insert the replacement tip into the opening until it's seated, and then, right away you can start writing and scribbling. Cool. Well, I really like the way this is, and I do have a Kindle Paperwhite that I already read from. So it kind of, this quote really makes sense that I have one to read and one to write in. But ironically, what the Scribe does is it allows us to do both. But yeah, this is how thin this is. So we'll compare it to a Nest controller. How fair is that? Let me see if I got something else here. I don't know if I have anything. Blade of a knife, maybe. I don't know. Just how thin my karambit knife is. Not really a fair comparison. But yeah, TV remote. Yeah. All right, we'll move it along here. Simple but elegant little tab. I think there's something that Amazon and Apple both do, and they love to have this like presentation and this sort of, they have this way that they want you to open stuff, you know? So yeah, this would go for a little under 400. Okay, it says power on. It's got it written in a couple different languages. My autofocus is really trying. And then, yeah, like I said, we got our charger right there, and we've got our power button there. Couldn't be simpler, honestly. But yeah, I'll wait till the folio case gets here before I take this anywhere. And we'll see if it works right out of the box. Ooh, very fancy, very special. Look at that. That's just coming right up. That's beautiful. And yeah, look at how thin it is. It's just super thin. Almost, wow, is it thinner than my mustache? I think so. Yeah, that's pretty thin. And so yeah, I'll do some of the oh wow, it's like sticking to the desk really well. I will go through some of the setup and stuff and get that done outside the video, and I will report back to you guys on, you know, was it worth the money? How well does this run? Is this useful? Yeah, and it looks like we've got the pen here. And I was able to select English. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Pen feels good. It's definitely not as heavy as, say, actually happen to have the Apple Pencil on standby because I don't think it really charges anymore. So I've got the Lightning charger there. Yeah, the Apple Pencil is actually longer with a different tip, not quite as sharp of a tip, and it's a little heavier. And I kept struggling, kept having to charge it, and it was getting annoying and stuff like that. So I figure as long as you keep this pen in reach, and then of course you can snap it to the side there. But I think when I have the folio, you'll be able to sort of fold it over like a book and protect the screen, which is literally the most important thing to me. But yeah, this looks good. I think the way they put this together was definitely very elegant. The USB-C cable gets us ready to go right out of the box. Once again, it's super nice. I don't know how they do this sometimes, where it's just like everything's ready to charge out of the box. It at least, you know, has like 25% battery life or something by the time, you know, they sell it to you, by the time it lands on your doorstep. Like, somehow all this stuff is done so beautifully and elegantly, and I couldn't imagine how difficult it is to get this entire presentation to be so seamless. So yeah, really enjoying this. I think this is going to be a fun and useful product, and I want to sort of get back to you guys on whether, you know, this was a worthwhile purchase, or, you know, is my iPad, my iPhone, or my previous Kindle Paperwhite, is that more the way that you should go? But yeah, I think this is sort of an elegant thing, and if you really enjoy writing and you want to try to save paper, but I mean, I got dozens of these like composition journals. I got other, you know, moleskin journals, which are like hand-sized journals that fit in your back pocket. So, I mean, I kind of wanted to try something like this, but I noticed that a lot of the other ones were extremely expensive, and I think I appreciate the integration with my Kindle library and then just being able to store all this stuff digitally on here. And 64 gigs is like really generous for a lot, you know, files that are going to be that small. So I think this should be fine, and this should last me a good several years and kind of spur creativity and keep me off of, you know, say iPads and phones and stuff that might have, you know, apps that would distract you. I can actually, you know, read my books, get some note taking done, and not have to have separate journals and be like, oh, what page was it? You know, find all this stuff. I can easily search through this here, and I'll get back to you on how all of that feels. But yeah, thus far, I think the way everything looks is really smooth, really nice, and animations feel really good. And it's already kind of trying to figure out where I'm from and what I'm doing, and a little progress bar there. So once again, I want to thank you all for watching. Definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos, and I will have more coverage on this after I put it through its paces. And of course, the charging adapter and the folio cover need to arrive, but thus far, I think I can do a little dabble with this thing tonight. So take care, be safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.